Hi there. This is Mary at the.meri.atelier, and it is Sunday evening around 5:30, November the 11th, 2018. And I'm ready to do some art. I am. Let's go to my stream here, see if I can find. There we go. Oh, I got to turn the sound off. I have to turn off the sound here. Sound and notification, turn that off so I don't get an echo. And let's go back into my YouTube. And hi, 80 Doll. Hi, Maria. Hi, Janet. Welcome, ladies. I'm just kind of getting set up here. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. Welcome to everybody. Yes. Hi, Barb. I feel like as if I haven't been doing art all afternoon. Hi, Susan. Welcome. Carol, come in. Let's see, Carol. Where did I miss Carol? Barb, Janet, 80 Doll. Carol, there she is. Carol's Arty Moments. Welcome, Carol. Welcome. I've been doing art today, and I'm not ready to quit yet. Isn't this cool? Janet made this welcome sign for me. I just love it. I use it every time I do a live stream, Janet. So I put it right back here where I know where to find it. So it's Sunday evening. I don't know how long I'll be on. It depends on what I get done. I want to work in Rosemary's journal. I've got some things I need to get done on it. But first, let's set this aside. First, I want to show you the fun we had this afternoon in Tanya McGuire's live stream. Tanya McGuire is doing a totally junk journal. Junky junk journal. Totally junky junk journal. And what it is she's doing a junk journal using just junk. Just junk. She's trying to use it, doing it using the very basic things that you would find around the house. So my pages are mixed up in here according to size and how I may be binding them. This was the first page. You all have seen this one before. This was the second page. Cool. Very cool. Top pocket. And I think I put the second before the first here because it just seems to fit. Come back to this one. We'll come back to this one. The third page I still have to work on. It's a side pocket page. And I had something to do that weekend, and I got this far on it. Now, what I want to do here, not on here, not today, but look, paid. This bill was paid. But what I want to do on this one is I want to put some of my little scrappy dolls on here. I just haven't gotten it done yet, but I'm not going to do that tonight. And then last week we made these wonderful tags, all out of junk envelopes, junk mail. And then, of course, I had a dictionary page I put on the back. So, yeah, how fun. How fun. And then these tag ties are made out of a plastic sack. Yeah. So today, all the fun's not over with. Today, I had to run to catch up, but I caught up. I caught up with you. Tanya did. She knows that Janet and I love illuminated borders. So we did the same type of thing with a strip of paper and then glued down bits and pieces of textbook paper and security envelopes. You can see them in there. And then we stitched down there. And I happen to have an image of this lady right there. And I put it right there and I stitched around her. So there's one illuminated border. And here's the other one over here, which I just have bits of color in there. It doesn't mean anything. But right at the very end, we made this sort of a wreath what did they call that? Some sort of a star, Scottish star? Is that what they called it, Janet? So, oh my gosh, I haven't gotten those wreaths. Well, watch the video. You know what I was doing wrong on these? That point, let's see, there's a point going down like this, and then you take, say this is a point. Well, then, and this is the point, and the point goes in like this, and this part is flat. Well, I was putting it in this way, and so that worked fine. It stopped, you know, but then when I got ready to put in the next one, it went this way, and I made a square. I'm going, this isn't a wreath, this is a square. And then when she showed it, when Tanya showed it with the big papers, where you put that point in and match it up to go that way, then it worked for me. And then I just put a little of the extra string here, the extra thread. These envelopes, and Janet, I might have sent you, I don't know if I sent you this size or the larger size, but I got these envelopes. Look, they're Christmas. They are Christmas. There were only a couple green ones. I might save this green one out for next week. There are 3 or 4 red ones and 1 green one, I guess, and a whole bunch of white ones. And I'm going to save this one out. I'm not going to use that. I'm going to save it out. But what I like about them is once you take them apart, let me open this one up. I glued this flap back. This is just another envelope that was just a card. And I just made a page out of it to write on or put a photograph on or something. I thought I'd put it in here like this, but for now, in fact, this was to my brother. My brother is known in our family as Pogo, and this is my little grandniece's writing. She sent her grandpa Pogo a card, and that was the envelope, and I rescued it because it was colored. Then I'm just putting it in here for now. But I retaped this envelope. See, the envelope flap really comes like this. See, like this. Well, what I did after I opened this envelope up, I taped this flap back down over the open part, and that makes a little pocket. So I did that. Let me just put that in there. So this was the first page, and this was the one I had to run to catch up on, because I was busy with another event, and well, we were in a Zoom. We were trying to watch Tanya from our Zoom, and well, we won't go into the whole thing, but we were messing around with it. So after we got done messing around with it, we went over to Tanya's in her live stream. So I had to run to catch up to do these, but I got them. And then her next page. Oh my goodness, I loved her next page. She did. Now let me get it out. I used red and white, but she made folders. She took these strips of paper like this and tore them, you know, and made folder tabs. And then I just opened up my envelopes the very same way. Here's a tab here. And I have the pockets on each one, so I've got four envelopes. Here's a tab, you know, and I wanted to draw. Let me get out a marker here real fast. Let me get a marker. I wanted to draw around my tab so you can see that these are tabs. Like this, like a file folder tab. Like that. And I'm just doing, these are Junky Junk journals. And there are 4 of them. So I'm going to write on the back too. This one's kind of small. Well, I should start with this one. And I was hurrying to catch up with them all. But by the time we got to this second page, I was with the group. So let's flip that page. What am I doing here? Am I buffering? I think I gave myself a thumbs down. How come you aren't going. There. I gave me a thumbs down. Whoa. I took that off right away. All right. So here's my little file folder tabs. Here's 1, 2, 3, 4, and then I have the pockets on the other side. So I'm really happy. I'm loving these are turning out. And then here, she did a belly band out strip. And then you can, once this is bound in your junk journal, once we bind it, you can slip a tag in there, or a photograph, or junk mail, or whatever. Hi, Joyce. Yes, I have lots of junk too. Hi, Nick. Carson D. Cat's Life. Welcome, welcome. I'm doing an impromptu video. I'm showing what we did in Tanya's lives. Tanya McGuire, her live stream that she did this afternoon. She's doing a totally junk journal. I'm going to save this out. Maybe I'll do one of my sessions. So we are getting quite a stack of junky junk journals. But I'm loving everything that she's done. I'm just loving it. So I'm going to set that aside. And what I want to work on today is, oh, you know what? My phone is unplugged here. Let me plug my phone in. Let me plug in my phone. There. All right. This phone was unplugged at the socket. What I want to work on is this monstrosity. I'm loving it. I am loving it. I got to move some things off my desk because this is so huge, it takes up room. All right. We move those over. So this is Rosemary Morris's spine journal. And am I zoomed out? I guess that's how big it is. Hold it. I'm going to give you guys a ride. Hi, Ray. Well, I guess that's as zoomed out as it's going to be. Here it is sideways. And what I want to do is a couple things. What I have on this is these books are different heights. So see how this is kind of bending that way? Well, I want it to, when it closes, to kind of go straight. I have a clip here. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to put right in here, I'm going to glue right in here some foam board. You'll see me do that so that it won't move this way. I want it to have a stopper on it right in here so it can't go like that. So I want to work on that. And you know what I'm not liking? I just feel like this should be zoomed out a little bit more. I'm going to try it again. That's as far as it zooms out. There, whoops. Hi, Tanya. Hey, Tanya, why don't you drop a link to your live session streams today? I was going to do that, and I already opened my stream. So, hi, Aunt Beck. Who's lonely? Aunt Beck said he's lonely. Let's see. Aunt Beck says, I'm halfway here watching as Greg decided to come up and visit. Well, you just visit with Greg. Well, you don't have to be here, Aunt Beck. If you need to spend time with Greg, you spend time with Greg. You can always watch a replay. So, I am also wanting, this is the Thomas Kincaid book that I gutted. And I'm wanting to put that, I think, on the back here. And I want it to go like this, I think. But I'm not going to do that today. What I want to do today, and you guys are going to hold your breath here, because I'm going to open this up. You know how I put this pink binding on it? right in here. I don't like the pink. I'm going to have to move this phone out of the way. Hopefully I'll put buffers because I'm standing up. I don't like the pink. I don't like the pink. I'm not a pink person. Wait till you see what I'm going to do with this. Wait till you see. I'm getting stuff off of my desk so I can open up big journal here really wide without knocking everything off on the floor. All right. Here is a link to Rosemary's Get a Spine videos. Thank you. Thank you so much, Janet, for doing that. Rosemary is way ahead of Mary. Yes. I'm still kind of figuring out my spines, but I'm having fun. And I think that's the important thing. Look, this opens up further. It really opens up. But I'm going to work on this pink fabric today because I don't like it. I don't like it. Look what I have here. I got it at Hobby Lobby. Black velvet waterproof India ink. Now this is a pocket page. And I'm going to kind of just bend this back. And where's my bulldog clip? What did I do with that bulldog clip? Here it is. I don't want this to get wet right away. Although if it gets gooey. So I'm going to get my paintbrush. I like black India ink, but I'm not really helped on my pink fabric. So let me get my brush here. I've been painting Christmas tags. Let me wash this out a little. I don't care if it gets red on it, but I do want to get it mostly washed out. So let me wash out the brush. Get the most of it out. I'm going to paint this black. And it looks like here it might be pulling off of the spine a little. I might have to come back in and reinforce that maybe with some really strong tape. Some Gorilla. Boy, I think YouTube's having problems again today. Let me flip my screen here. I think YouTube is having server problems. Tanya was having trouble. It wasn't going to let me back in. I had to hit that resume about 10 times before it let me back in. Thank you for waiting around. I saw that go off. I saw it go off, so I caught it. I've been standing up here. I'm trying to get my brush cleaned off a little here. It's still got some red paint on it, but I don't care that much because it's going to go all black anyway. But what I want to do, let's pull that wax down here. Heather, hi Heather, says, I'm amazed at his portrayal of light. I've struggled to create the appearance light in my watercolor paintings. Are you talking about Thomas Kincaid? Yeah. I would say with watercolor, your best is to use masking fluid and leave your white areas there after you do all of your other, painting, and then rub off that masking fluid and then do what you need to do with your light. I don't know. That might be something I would try. I'm not a watercolor artist. I do watercolor, but not on a consistent basis. Let's see what happens here. Let's see what kind of a mess Mary's going to make on her pink fabric. Boy, it really covers, doesn't it? Maybe I'll spray this. Where's my water spritzer? Maybe I'll spray this fabric. Get it wet. And then coat it with that India ink. I'm playing here. because I don't care for the pink. I don't care for the pink. I would rather have a messy black than a pink. But I think I'm going to need a lot of water on this. And it'll probably dry a little lighter because, look, you can see in there. And I don't even mind if it's... Let's see, can I bring some of that down? Move some of it down here. Let's see if I can lift. You know what I should do is maybe put some of that black color shift. Where's my black color shift? Here. Let's try this. Maybe I should close this and put it up. Let's try some of this color shift. Joyce says she loves pink. Oops, Joyce. Oops. It was your software? I don't know. I had trouble on Friday, Tanya. I had trouble on Friday, so I don't know. I know YouTube servers. I just don't think, you know, you think about YouTube. They're a big company. And, you know, they probably have upgrades that they need to do. And, you know, their hardware is just hardware. Ooh, I think I'm going to like this a lot better. I think that I am going to like this color fusion on this. Now let's see. See that this fabric has texture in it with those flowers, those white flowers in there. Let's just kind of paint this with my paper towel. Ooh, I am loving this. And I didn't put that much color fusion on that. Of course, I had black in the background there on part of it, but I am loving this. See, this is just me. That much pink just doesn't do it for me. I'm more of the vintage earth tone colors rather than pastel colors is more my, and especially on an altered book. I do think this is falling away. After this all dries, I'm going to put some, because I taped this page. What did I tape this one down? Yeah, I think I did yes paste on this one last week. So, ooh, I'm loving that. I am loving that. Color shift. Yep, that does it for me. Now let me dry it. Let me dry it. Heat gun alert. Heat gun alert. Or at least get a dryer. Tanya says, well, I cannot even start through my software like normal, but after the stream, I found the setting that needs changed. Okay. Well, I'm not doubting you, Tanya, but, you know, servers have issues too. A server is just a piece of hardware that holds all the, and does processing and all that on their side. And, you know, servers can crash, just like computers can crash. And they have to be restarted and rebooted and whatnot. Tanya says, very true, Mary dear. Hi, Heather. Oops. Well, for all of you folks that love a rosy pink, I'm so sorry. I'm so sorry. I painted my pink black and gold. I'll tell you what. You do a spine journal and you put a sphinx spine on it, a pink spine on it, and I'll come watch. Yeah, well, it's not too bad. Let it dry just a little more. It isn't like it's sopping wet. With all that water I put on it, you think it'd be sopping wet, but... Nikki's in the house. Mary Hill's in the house. Who else am I missing here? Mary Hill and Joyce and Tanya and Heather. Hello, everybody who's come in. And Ray. Hi, Ray. I don't know. Yes, I love Thomas Kincaid. Janet says she loves Thomas Kincaid. I love Thomas Kincaid, too. I've got his pages. And there'll probably be some of the pages will go in here because undoubtedly there'll be beautiful pages on both sides. That's what I'm going to put in this journal. It is when I'm doing my magazine harvesting, when you run across those pages that are beautiful on both sides and you can't bear to cut them. I think I'm going to bind them separately. And so I'll have magazine pages pretty on both sides from multiple magazines. Let's see, who else am I missing here? Lisa. Lisa said be right back, but she's in here. All right, let's go back down to the real chat. Nikki said hello to Susan. Ray said hello back to me. Lisa said, I came back just now about the same time Mary did. Okie dokie. Well, I think this is dry enough to flip, but I'm gonna have to put some, I've got some clear Gorilla tape that I'm gonna put here because I can tell that that's just a little bit. I could have moved that over more, but I didn't want to ruin my world. This beautiful world. So let's go to the next one. Mary's doing damage to the pink today. Mary's doing damage to the pink. Let's pull this over this way. And I think, how many do I have of these? 3? 1, 2. Oh, and I didn't glue this one down. We might glue this one down tonight too. I'm working on this slow, but this is more me. Look at the difference. Look at the difference. This is more me right here than this. Not that I have anything against pink. This is one huge altar book. Let me tell you, it's so fun to do this. All right. You know what I did, though? I put water. Let's go back with my brush. Here's my brush. I'm going to wet my fabric again because I think that helped that color shift paint spread a lot better. And I'm just going to kind of moisten this. And let's see, what did I glue this down with? I think I used tacky glue, Aileen's tacky glue. Aunt Beck kept saying I could use Yes Paste. And I believed her, but I had my tacky glue in my hand. All right, now I'm not going to put I'll save that waterproof ink and then I'll just put some of this on here. What I don't like about these bottles is I don't like to pour it. We'll call it that good. So, this is, well, it depends on your perspective, whether Sunday is the beginning of your week or the end of the week. Tomorrow starts a new work week for those of you who have to go back to work. Nikki says, I love puzzles, but my cats get jealous when I'm putting one together. Do they jump up and want all your attention, Nikki? Yeah, it's giving issues tonight. I'm back. Thanks for waiting around. It's giving me problems tonight. It's giving me problems. Now, I honestly don't think that it's my phone or my software. I think that it's YouTube. I'm blaming YouTube. The blame game Mary. Now, I'm loving that. I am loving that. I'm going to try it. I was asking Nikki if she's been doing any live streams lately. Her and Eileen and Aristi. Thank you guys for lots. Cats, lots. You have a lot of cats? I forgot what I was going to say. I guess it wasn't important. I guess it wasn't important. I'm liking that a lot better. Now Rosemary comes in and I might trim this. No, that's my pocket page. The other one, we'll see what's on the other side here. It's kind of buckling there. That's not dry. I don't know how long I'm going to be on tonight. I usually don't go as long dunking puzzle pieces. Heather's cat would dunk it in the water. Joyce is talking about kitty cats and puzzle pieces. I usually don't go as long on Sunday nights as I do my other live streams. I'm just kind of catching up on projects that I have going, like this spine journal. It's kind of warping in there, but I think that's because I got it wet. I think it'll flatten back out again. I kind of wanted to do this. I wanted to cut that foam. We'll see where I am on this. It's a little damp yet. One cat in particular loves dunking toy mice over and over again. That cat has a vindictive nature on mice. Ooh, I'm loving this. I'm loving this. I love the black and gold. Now I got fusion in. Oh, I know what I was going to say. Rosemary has really pretty papers on hers. So I might be doing more to mine before I actually start putting pages in it. And then they complain about the water being dirty. The cats dunk the mice and then say, "Would you change my water, please? It's filthy dirty. There was a mouse crawling around in it." Oh, I'm loving this. I'm already happy with it. But I need to, let's see. Let's go back. I think I can, was that? I think that it's damp, but it's not wet. There's nothing coming off of there's something on my hands, but that was on my hands. So I'm going to let this fold up. Ooh. And this, I think, folds in. Let me see. How does this go, Mary? I want to cover this, and I got two more here that I need to put binding on. This one, and here again, I'm really reluctant, but I'm going to have to cover some of it up or it's going to pull away like it did on the other. So this is so beautiful. So I have the binding right here. I have it right here. And I think when I did the other, I actually folded it that way and put it on. And I think I'm going to do the same thing. And hold on to that for me. I think what I'm going to do, if I can find it, where it here. And I do this just as a temporary hold. I put some double-sided tape. Let's put it right here. And that just holds it while I'm gluing it down. I don't mean this to be a permanent bond. Yeah, when I saw Rosemary was doing a spine journal, I could not resist. I could not resist. And I bent these history books. This is a history book. That's a collectible book. This is, what is this? Oh, that's a Facet, I can't pronounce this name, needlework designer. And I got all these books, and you know, I should start altering them, I said. So that's what I'm doing. Now, I think I'm going to do the clippy clip thing here. My phone is, let's check my other phone here. It's at 100%. Hold the phone. Hold the phone. I'm looking at my other phone. Live. Okay. Because when I fell, it lost its connection. Janet says, Mary, Lisa would like to know if you will be adding signatures or will you do work on book boards? I am, Lisa, what I'm planning for this book is I have pages and pages of, when I do fussy cutting, of pages that I can't not bear to cut up. They're beautiful on both sides. And I think I'm going to bind them. I might do a glue binding. I'm not sure what they call it, but you know, where you put several of your pages together like this, and then you put glue on the spine. I think I'm going to try that with those. And there'll be beautiful pages from several different types of magazines. And then I'm going to bind that in here. Now, some of these, if you look at this only has a 1/2 inch. So I will only be putting in, you know, probably less than a 1/2 inch signature in here. And it folds over. This spine is 1 inch. Well, a 1/2 of that inch is going to be taken up by this when I fold it up. So I can only get another 1/2 inch signature here. So I think that what I'm planning on doing is I'm not planning at this point in putting my own artwork in here. This is going to be kind of like a magazine art journal. I might leave one signature maybe over here where I do my own art or where I do some glue booking. But I just cannot bear, I can't bear to cut those pages, and so I'm just going to enjoy them. Now, I wrestled with doing it that way. I may change my mind. The only thing of doing it that way, if I ever want to use them, they'll be glued in. And I'll have to either tear them out or find some way to photocopy them. So that's what I'm planning on this. Heather says, one of my cats complains about the water by dragging the bowl across the floor. So there's nails on the chalkboard noise until there's new water. Your cats. Hi, Alina. Welcome. Welcome. And if I miss saying hello to anybody while I'm doing all of this, welcome now. And I think I am going to cover up at least 1 inch over here because it needs something to grip onto. it needs something to over here. I hate covering it up, but if I don't, it's gonna, if I put it like this, it's gonna pull away like it's doing on my other side. So let's see, I'm gonna do the same thing over here, and I tend to get these too long, too short or too long. Let's clip this. Let's clip it. And I won't paint this one tonight. I'm just going to glue this one. And that will probably be all I'll do in this journal tonight. Because these bindings kind of have to dry good. So I'm going to glue it right there, or tape it down. Temporary tape. That's all this is. I don't mean for this tape to hold forever. I'm just putting it in place while I'm... Those same finicky cats will drink from driveway water or green pooled by the gutter. Yes! Those poor stray kitties. I feel so sorry for the little stray kitties in our neighborhood. I give them fresh water, but I have to say, it's winter out there, and their water bowl's probably frozen, because I haven't been out there. Of course, they can eat, there's snow on the ground where I live. It's not a lot of snow, it's melting. But if they get too thirsty, they can eat snow. But I know this summer, those kitties, that one little black kitty that we have, he was a thirsty kitty. I never saw such a thirsty kitty. He'd come over and he'd drink water. He'd drink and drink and drink and drink and drink. 3 or 4 minutes at that water bowl. Probably longer. So, there. I think I'll put that like that. So, oh, what happened to my Aleene's tacky glue? Here it is. That's what I'm going to use. I'm going to continue using this because I know it's strong. In fact, it's so strong I need the pliers to get the lid off of it. And I have them in here. Those are my pliers. I use and use and use them. Have a good day at work, Carson DeCat, Nikki. Thanks for dropping by. Work. It's Sunday night. Bye, Nikki. Have a good day. Poor kitties. That's what I say. Poor little kitties. All right, I'm going to, let's see, let me mark this. Let me kind of mark it so I know where I'm putting glue. I'm just going to draw a line because I'll probably come back in and alter that. And I don't know if I can see much over here, but I'm just going to draw. Because I'm going to plaster this thing with glue. When it comes out, that is. And where's my palette knife? And right about in here, I think. Can you believe it's November? I can't even believe that it's November. November, oh, the 11th. Tomorrow's the 12th already. Now, you guys may be wondering why I'm doing so many live streams. And let me tell you why. Because it's almost easier for me to come on and do a live stream lately than it is for me to record a video, edit it, and upload it. A 12-minute video with my fast forwarding and everything can take me 4 hours to do. A 20-minute video, you know, you can spend all day at that stuff. And I'm sitting there going, I'm not doing anything different than what I'm doing here live, except for I edit out all my mistakes. And you guys know me well enough now to know that Mary makes mistakes. So that's why, and also I enjoy it too. I enjoy doing the live streams. But I have to tell you, it's almost as easy to come on and do a live stream as it is to record and edit a video. Now, I do think when I do my drawing videos, like my faces, I think I do a better job when I'm not online. I was looking at my sketch that I did the other day in that Woman Scientist book, and I think, ooh, I really gooped it over there, didn't I? Well, not too bad. I think I do a better job when I'm by myself and not worrying about talking or being live or anything like that when I'm drawing my face. But otherwise, that's why you're seeing me online a little bit more than a year ago. So, just to kind of fill you in on what I'm thinking and why with all that. Now, I think I'll just go ahead and clip it. Let's see it. Where's my... You know what's on the other side of this is my gold. Let's get this out of the way. Yeah. See, right on the other side is the gold. Let's kind of fold this so I can see where my spines go to. They're right in here. So I'm just going to clip this right here. Maybe over here a little bit more because that's got to fold. Right there. And then, yeah, I'm loving this. I probably won't get those pieces on there that I want to get on there tonight. I'll probably just get this part done. But that's okay. I'm in no hurry to finish this. I'm in no hurry. Lisa says, we have been having possums on our street. And we live in the center of the city. They have a long way to go to get there. Isn't that something? Maybe, are they hungry, Lisa? You think they're hungry? I know in Wisconsin, every now and then, what did I do with my binding? Here it is. Every now and then, we'd have even in Madison, more on the outskirts of Madison, they'd tell people... to be careful what they put in their trash, especially when the bears were hungry. Not so much down in the center of town, but in the suburbs and in the smaller cities around Madison. Those bears get hungry, they come hunting in the trash barrel. All right. And, I think that was more, for like the little surrounding communities, not so much downtown. But in Nebraska, I'm looking for my tape again. In Nebraska, we have an issue with coyotes. Not a big issue, but we don't have bears. If anything comes wandering around, it will be coyotes. They get hungry. And they smell that food. They smell the food in the trash barrels, and they come looking for something to eat. And when I was, this was a long time ago, when I lived with my parents. My parents lived along the Little Blue River in central Nebraska, and one of the neighbor girls, well, she wasn't a girl, she was a lady, but she was kind of a young lady, so she was called a girl. She wasn't taken seriously. She said she saw a cougar. And we lived along the river. And I was out walking one day. And I tell you, I saw that cougar. I know it was a cougar. And they say, oh, it was just a big dog or a large cat. I'm going, that was no big dog. And that was not, well, a cougar is kind of like a large cat, but I know a cougar when I see it. And I think what happened, well, you know, there's wildlife around there. It's a rural area, but I do think what happened was there was a Vietnam vet that lived in the area. He went off to Vietnam, and then he came home, and he was a single guy. And I think he had pets that were pet cougar cats. And he passed away. And I think those cougar cats roamed the countryside. And boy, let me tell you, he was about a block away from me going the other way. And I stood still. I'm going, I wouldn't have a chance against him, you know. And I got my little tush home, my big tush home. Hi, Zoe. Welcome. Hi, Mickey. Welcome, welcome. So there's certainly still some wildlife running around, mostly deer. Don't see as many rabbits as we used to, but they're probably there. Not as many pheasants either. We get gators. Yeah, gators, Kimberly Ray. Gators. Ooh, that would scare the bejeebies out of me. Yeah, I'll bet you nobody doubts you when you say that you've seen a gator, though. But they're trying to convince me that I did not really see a cougar, and I'm going, I know I did. And my mom would go out walking by herself, too, and I said, Mom, you just be careful. I think I scared her. Let's see, this has got a flip page here, so I'm going to put that over there. Let's see, I'm going to mark it. Again, I have better luck when I mark these things. So this will probably be, I'll probably let this dry here. I've got another big bulldog clip here. I'll need that. I'll let this dry for another week, and then I'll come back in and paint it. I'm just working out on this as I go. I'm in no big hurry. But I do like the fusion paint, or fusion, color shift paint. I love what that did. That was me. All right, let's goop some more on here. This tacky paint has to be, well, I know it's at least 3 years old, if not going on 4. I got to use it up. Can't wait to see when it's all done. Thank you, Mickey. Rosemary certainly inspires us, doesn't she? Rosemary Morris is a journal maker for sure. She does such beautiful things. And like I said, what I'm going to put in here are those pages that I tear out of books and magazines that I just cannot bear to fussy cut, because they're beautiful on both sides and I love them both equally. And I know you can copy them, but I would be spending a fortune at the library. So, because I don't have a printer. So, but that's okay. I'm not going to buy a printer either. I've got other things I need to get. So I'm just going to bind them and into signatures, and hopefully I'll find a way to bind them into here. I haven't really thought that through yet. I'm just thinking that that's what I want to put in here. Let's take some of this and put it up over here. I don't have enough glue coming out to the edge. Well, using a palette knife to glue with really does work. It gets it on there. Put it in my water barrel. Now you guys, I don't know if you're seeing the whole thing. This is one big book. So right in here, and I don't care if this gets covered up because I'll probably cover that up anyway. I don't think I'm going to cover up the spoons. I'll show you the collectible spoons. I think I'm going to leave that as the front cover, and I might do something around it. We'll see. So, does this have... No, there's nothing on the other side of this. So it goes there and there. See, it's... Well, I need to put something there, though. Yeah. I need to do one more. Do I need to do one more over here? No, I've already done. I'll have to do that another time. This is where I'm stopping. Ooey! Ooey! Let me wipe some of that up. Let me take this out now. Throw that away because it's just getting everything messy. Let's see what's on the other side here. Here's the spoons over here. See, I think I'm going to leave these spoons alone and use this as my front cover. Of course, it's upside down. But I like those spoons. I think that'll make a really nice cover. What did I do with my spray bottle? What did I do with it? It's probably in front of my face and I'm not seeing it. Oh, well, I guess. Oh, it's over here. I just want to kind of see if I can't get a little of that off of the cover there. There. I think I'll leave this as the front cover, but it's upside down. Now I have to put binding on this because this is just a Frosted Flakes cereal box. But I'm going to let all of this dry. Let's put the clip on it. I think I'll put the clip down. You probably won't see it. Put the clip down there. All right, let's see how I'm going to fold this up again now. It goes like this. And of course, I've already bent this page. I'll have to straighten all that out later. Of course, now I have the clips in there, so it's not... The clips are wonky. But what I want to do eventually is I'll put binding on there like this. And because it's so wonky, I think that... And these books are not the same length. I'm going to put... I think out of foam core, put what I'm calling a stopper in here so it won't slide. And I'm thinking I can glue like what my finger is right there, only out of foam core. So that's what I'm planning on doing as I go. So that's what I'm going to do on this tonight. I painted 2 sides and I put in 2 bindings. Let's put my cap back on my glue. So what else am I working on? Oh, let me show you. I'm working on a lot of things. I am working on a lot of different things. Let's put this away first. See, I have to put it someplace where I can let it dry. Let's put it over here. Let's put it over here and let it fall open. Yeah, just like... All right. I don't know why my phone keeps going. It's at 100%. I don't know why it keeps going off on me. Get out a piece of wax paper. Put this away. Bye, Ray. Thanks for coming. The spoons will be so cool on the cover. Aren't those cool, Susan? I love those. Ew, let's throw this away. Let's put this in my... I'm going to have to empty my water after tonight. It is... I've been using it all day. I am working on... And I don't think my swap partners watch my YouTube videos for Remember Daily. So, we're in a tag swap. And these tags, this here was part of Aunt Beck's, bye Ray, part of Aunt Beck's Dirty Dozen. And then I had some fabric with the horses and the barns. And I'm making big tags. I should have 5 of them. So I'm happy with those, but I have to embellish them. They're due next week, sometime in the middle of, this horse is upside down. What's going on there? Sometime in the middle of November. Everything's coming due for me in the middle of November. So all I really have to do on these is embellish them. I got one for myself, 3 for my swap partners. We're in a group of 4, and then I'm going to send one to the host. So that's how that is going. So, I have been collecting. What did I do with it? Hold the phone. I gotta find it. I've been collecting stuff. Oh, Tanya's papers fell. Where's my Christmas stuff? You're going to hear me rattling bags till I find it. I just had it out today. What did I do with it? Well, that's what I was intending to work on. Did I put this book over it? No. What did I do with that? That's how it goes in my room. I have it out, getting it ready. I set it aside, and then I can't find it. Do you ever have that problem? I don't know what I did with it. Come on, Mary. Huh. It's probably right under my nose and I'm not seeing it. So, I guess I'm not going to work on those tags. That's what I was going to do. I'll just show them to you. You probably put it somewhere safe. Yeah, that's probably what I did. I hate when I do that. I just hate when I do it. I know I said I got to keep them out because I'm going to work on them. Here, I'll show you this. Let's see. I don't think this galley is in watches my streams either. I'm in Lisa, my eclectic life. She's in here tonight. But I'm in her fabric square swap. And I was working on this yesterday. It's due next week too. And this is we're doing a fabric square swap. And see, I used that same pink for those of you that love pink. And this is all fabric. This has really become stiff and I just used this. And then on the back, I glued these fabrics here. If you see, this is Tim Holtz fabric here. And that's Tim Holtz fabric. This is Tim Holtz, the older fabric in there to build the little houses. This is off of Tim Holtz fabric. And then I just put some buttons and bow. And so this is going off to New Zealand. Hi, G. Welcome. So what did I do with my Christmas stuff? What did I do with it? You know what will happen is I'll go offline and then it will show up. Then it will show up. I straighten things out on my bed. I've got my bed behind me that I don't sleep in. This is kind of a spare room. And I put things on it and I straightened it all out so I could find things. Well, evidently I straightened it too much because I'm not finding them. I guess that's going to be it for me tonight. I will say that next week, next Saturday, Jerry at Recycle Parts for Art and me, thank you. I have to embellish them and I can't find, I have a sack of stuff. Well, I have these. These are left from last year that I got in Happy Mail. But they're not what I was wanting to put on them. These were in Happy Mail. They're Christmas buttons and some name tags. But that isn't where I was going with these. I have specific things I wanted to put on this. So I'm not going to hold you guys while I look around my room for my lost Christmas embellishments. Oh dear. It frustrates me when I do those things. They're here and they're probably right under my nose and I'm not seeing them. But, yeah. So I wanted to talk about the Zoom. Next Saturday, Jerry and I are doing our once a month, every third Saturday of every month, we're doing a Zoom, which Zoom is a ZOOM. It's a video conferencing software. And if you look in my description box below, you'll see a link to where you can go sign up if you're interested. And we'd love to have you join us. We're getting quite a little list. But not everybody comes all the time, and that's perfectly okay too. Jerry will send out an email sometime this week explaining what we're going to do this week. So look for that in your email box for those of you that are signed up. And then we meet next Saturday from 1 to 3 Eastern Time. So if you have any questions, you can email me at the.meri.atelier. I'll try to answer them. So, if you just go to the ZOOM.us, I believe it is. Here, let me go to it while we're here. Let's see if I can go to it and show it to you. Here's my Chrome. And what do I have up here? I'm on Google. Let's go to Google. I was looking up, we are memory keeper cutting boards, I think. And if you just type in ZOOM, and just type in Zoom, it's .us, Zoom US, and just go to it, and video conferencing. It's a video conferencing software, so that's an ad. Let me turn it this way. Let me get in landscape here. Let me go to it here. I want to get out of the ad. I want to go to here, their home page. And hopefully this thing will flip for me. Come on, there. It looks like this. If you go to their site and it says cloud meetings, and see where it says join? If you hit that on your PC, it will ask you to download like a viewer. And let me show you the app on the phone. It will just, all it is a little piece of software that puts up a window. And let me get into this is my Zoom. If you have on your mobile phone, I think even the iPads, I think, use the mobile. I'm not sure. I don't know because I don't have one. But this is what it looks like on the phone. And here's the join meetings. Now, when you're in your Chrome here, you do have to sign up for a basic account, and it's free. It's just like signing up on YouTube. You're just giving your email address and your ID. That's all they ask for. But when you hit join, it will pop up with an executable, and all that is a little window that looks something like this. See, when I hit join a meeting, your window on your PC will look something like this. It'll ask you for a meeting ID and your name, and then you put all that information in. Now, the meeting ID is a phone number, and when you sign up on our list, if you go to the link in my description box and sign up, you're on an email list. And the Saturday that we have the meeting, Jerry will send out an email, and it will have the number that you put in here for the meeting ID. We're doing it all by email right now because it's just easier for us right now than doing a Facebook group. Not everybody's on Facebook, but that could all change. We're just kind of feeling our way around. So we're meeting on Saturday, the 17th from 1 to 3. So I just have to get that in there. I was going to work on my Christmas tags, but I can't find my embellishments. And I've been working all afternoon on, let's get Tanya's pages out again, because I am so happy with these. For those of you who didn't come in right away, this is what we did in Tanya McGuire's live stream this afternoon. Isn't this neat? This is her Totally Junk Journal. This is my page for it. And she taught us how to make this little wreath. She's a very patient teacher because not all of us were getting it. Not all of us were getting it. and she patiently showed us how to do that. And then we put this, she's calling this an illuminated border. This is all made out of junk mail's security envelopes. And then we have another page here where, do I have it here or did I drop it? I put things away and then they fall out and I don't find them right away. We have another page here, which is a tab. And I don't see it. I don't know what happened to it. I hate losing things while I'm alive. I don't know what happened to it. I put it over here. And now, oh, here it is. Here it is. Hold the phone. Jerry's finding stuff as she goes. This, we did, these are envelopes. Just like this. Here's a green one. Just a big envelope I got at liquidation sale. And only these were white and red. And I opened them up. And this flat part here, we opened the envelope up like that. This part is the back part. Cut it here and cut it there. And then I glued this flap back down to these. And that made a pocket. But what Tanya was showing us was how to take these and make junky junk tabs here and make folders. And I just love this. I absolutely love it. Here's a tab, 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 tab. And then I've got these as pocket pages. I'm just loving that. So that's what we did today. And then this is a belly band. And this, and then last week, for those of you who didn't see, I was showing last week we did these. I made mine giant sized. And the poles are just plastic sacks. And these are all security envelopes that have been glued together. And we collaged on top of them. They're really stiff after you get all your collaging done. They're really stiff. And then I still have to work on page 2, page 3. I still have work to do on this, but this will be a side pocket in here. Page 2 was a top pocket. Just loving this. Kathy been down with shoulder pain and medication. Makes me sleep. Oh, I'm sorry, G. I'm sorry to hear that. It's no fun not to feel good. And then this was page 1. So I'm getting ready to call it a night. It's been a big day. I can't find my Christmas embellishments, so I don't think I'm supposed to go any further. I need to let you guys go. Have a good week. Have an excellent week. Thanksgiving's coming. It won't be long. Have a good night, Aunt Beck. Good to see you in here. Hey, if you haven't found Aunt Beck's channel yet, go watch her. Aunt Beck and I today put up videos. We did a good challenge where we set a minimum of $2. Of course, you could spend more if you wanted. And then we put up videos of what we got, and I called it Goodwill. It's a thrift challenge. So, for those of you that I missed some of you, Suze and Kathy, and you're having dinner with Scott's mom on Saturday. Well, that's important, Aunt Beck. Family is important. You do your family things. The videos will always be here. The live streams will always be here. We'll be here. Hey, Lillian and Crafty Grandma, hi. I didn't see you come in. I feel bad that I miss a lot of you coming in, but it sure is good to see you. So I'm going to finish up my tags once I find my embellishments so I can get these off in the mail. Good night, everybody. Have a really good week. Bye.